you're a major part of Andrew Tate's networking assembly, right? The War Room, and it's all, I believe it's called...
The War Room in the Real World.
The Real World, it used to be Hustlers University.
That's right.
So what are the benefits of what you're seeing? He gets a lot of hate out there, but I think we know on a personal level, he's way more of a net positive of the world than a net negative. And despite what the headlines say, behind the scenes, like, what are you seeing on a networking level? Like, who are you able to meet? What type of business transactions? What type of confidence building are you seeing being a part of that sort of network?
Well, first of all, I think the War Room is the best group, the best men's group in the world. And I don't think it's even close. You have businessmen that are like-minded from all countries trying to push each other to get better in every way, every day. And I believe that real love is dark. And so if I really love you and I want to see you succeed and you're fucking up, I'm going to tell you abruptly, and it's not going to be nice. Not because I need the ego boost, because I care about you so much, I'll jar you. I'm willing to take that risk of you being angry with me because I love you so much, I'll get in front of that anger. The War Room is truly, truly, truly that. On top of that, there's men in all industries that are titans in their industries, and there's more people joining it every day. People that are like-minded. Something that's very uncommon in this world right now is a group of like-minded men that will come together and stand up for one another. I get a lot of heat for standing up for Tate, but what I find is that those cowards don't understand what it means to be loyal to another man. And for that, I think they're empty. I want to be part of something. I'll die on the hill with Andrew. Where's the sword? Where's the sword? I'll die on the hill with him because I know that he's innocent, number one. And number two, if a man doesn't have enough honor to stand up for their friend, especially when they're under fire, I have things to lose for standing up for Andrew. I don't give a fuck. I am not going to stop. I know he's right. And if we have to die on the hill, we die on the hill. But as far as the War Room goes, there's not a better group of men in the world. And as far as, the real world goes, there's not another platform where young men can go and learn from somebody that's actually doing it. You can go to Stanford, but they're going to talk about theory. In the real world, you're going to go learn from a man who literally is making money today doing that exact task. There's not another place on the planet you can do that for $50 a month, by the way.
Right. And by the way, they changed the name from Hustlers University to
the Real World, yeah.
To the Real World. So whether you're joining that group, whether you're joining a fraternity of men, whether it's a business conference, there is something very important about being around like-minded men who are building each other up and holding themselves accountable.
Absolutely.
It's not just, hey, you're the man, you're doing awesome, I love you, bro. It's, dude, you fucked up, dude. Yeah. Here, you're getting fat, you're becoming a loser, you're drinking too much. Time to have some, like,
and let me say something else on that subject.
Yeah.
There is complete ethics in the War Room. Guys get kicked out every day for saying something illegal. They'll say some dumb shit that's not supposed to be said, and they get kicked out. There's ethics, there's values in the War Room. So there's standards there. Absolutely. There's people that get kicked out daily, either over not performing or trying to do something that's outside the line of ethics.
I think that's very important because, especially because these people are all over the world, right? Yeah. It's not like they're all just living in freaking Romania. No. Right? So it's so easy, especially with internet culture, get rich quick type schemes, Ponzi schemes, crypto type things, for you to be like, hey guys, this is what I'm working on. It's like, you don't know somebody around the world, not cut off. Like, what have you seen in that regard where someone, without naming names, obviously, they did something and then there was like, nope, this guy's got to go?
There was a situation not too long ago. A guy signed up through me and he said something that was very illegal around some passports. Cut him out. He was gone. He called me. He's like, man, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm like, bro, wish I could help you, but that's just not how the group goes. Yeah. So. Because when you have such a magnified lens on you and the world is looking at, obviously. It was like that before. Oh, was it? It was like that before. Oh, wow. Yeah, absolutely. We have thought for a long time that people are in there, but they're like watching it, but it doesn't matter. It was ethical from the jump. It was ethical from the day I got in there. Everybody wants to believe. I actually said this in the War Room recently. I said, everybody wants to believe that when you're winning, you're cheating. And it breaks their heart when they find out they're simply being outclassed. So I told the guys, I was like, we post what's called Tales of Victory. And that's where we all kind of have this responsibility to say how we're winning to keep the group going. And I bought 74 real estate doors in December in 1 month. And so that was the one I used. And I said, gentlemen, please remember this. There's enough room in the middle of the court that you never have to play out of bounds. Stay ethical. People are going to want to believe you're cheating, and it breaks their heart when they find out they're simply being outclassed. We have only just begun. These guys are good men. They work hard. They have ethics. And the guys that run the halls of the war room work very, very, very hard to make sure that they're constantly upgrading and making it better and keeping it clean and doing the right thing. And that's under Andrew's leadership. And I respect Andrew. I love him with all my heart. I feel the same way about Tristan. In fact, just yesterday I was packing my bag and I found a pair of Tristan's Under Armour pants that I accidentally stole from him. You know, like I spend genuine time with them. I have my own room in their house. When I go to their house, I stay in the same room every time. If they're doing these types of things, not only am I blind, I am a fool. They're completely innocent. I've never seen them do anything but be kind and nice to staff, women, anybody that they come in contact with. They're the most wonderful people you will never meet.
The term they use these days is they're getting attacked by the Matrix, right? And when we flew out to Madrid to interview Tate, and when he went down the checklist, this was in September. It's crazy how this time could fly. And he was telling us the story because we were the first big network or media outlet to interview him after he got canceled. And he told the story of like, all right, first it started with Meta, and then it went to Instagram, Facebook, canceled, TikTok, YouTube, bing, 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 bing. But it didn't stop there, YouTube. And then it went to payment processors, Stripe, Square,
all of it,
all that stuff.
Internet.
And then it kept going down. He's telling me this. And I realized how much of a coordinated effort it was. Then it was Uber. Then it was Lyft. Then it was Airbnb. And then it went
Gmail.
I'm like, and I joked privately beforehand. I said, don't you think these tech titans are on like a WhatsApp chat
Absolutely.
or a text chat, and they're all just kind of coordinating? That would be funny. It's like, no, this is actually what transpired. So you've stayed in his house. You're very friendly with these guys, very good friends. What do you know that the public doesn't see? Like the public has this perception, male misogynist, sex trafficker, human trafficker. What can be said behind the scenes that you can talk about that the public just doesn't understand? That makes you so certain of his innocence?
If Andrew is guilty of anything, it's not showing the world who he really is as a person. I say it all the time. There's Cobra Tate and there's Andrew. And the best side of Andrew the world never sees. And that's a damn shame.
But is that on Tate, meaning like that guy's got billions of eyeballs? Is it on him to show the world who he really is? Or is it on media to portray him?
To me, I think you could throw it in either direction. I just think it's a sad thing to know when somebody's a good person truly. When I've literally spent so much time. I'll spend 6, 7, 8 weeks with them at a time. Like last summer, we went on a supercar rally through England, France, Spain, Portugal, and then private jet up to Romania, and then went to Dubai. We ate every meal together. If something was off, I would have seen it.
You'd have seen it.
Dude,
yeah.
I got hundreds of employees, bro. They lie to me daily. If there was a slip in it, I've never seen either of the two of them act out of character in any way, ever. I would have caught it.
Yeah.
Never has it happened. Never have I even seen them slightly be rude to somebody. So I know with absolute certainty that they're innocent. And I know that this whole thing is, in my opinion, more political than it is factual.
Yeah, there's a lot of what you're saying that I fully agree with. Nat, pull up this last story. So last topic on this, and I want to open it up, but since Justin has such a unique perspective with Tate, so you saw the latest that Andrew Tate puts Aiden Ross, the young kid who lives down here in Miami, on his visitor list while in Romanian custody. So scroll down, go to Tate's tweet. He says, punch it on that a little bit. I've just filled in my visitation form while he's in jail in Romania. Besides my lawyer, I'm allowed 5 visitors. 4 are family members, and the 5th is Aiden Ross. So you familiar with Aiden Ross is?
Yeah.
Okay,
go
back to the picture of Aiden real quick.
Why did they pick a pic where he's shirtless?
I just think he's kind of trying to be
Mimicking
funny.
Yeah,
in
he
this
just
regard.
shaved his head.
Yeah.
He's a Twitch streamer.
So Waller, you've got a very unique perspective on this. He's got 4 people in this world that are his family members, and the 5th member is this kid, Aiden Ross. What can you say about why he would add that to his list? And that's him tweeting it. It's not speculation, I assume, unless that's taken out of context. So why would he add Aiden, of all people, to this list? Best guess.
I don't actually know. What I would say is that he is a very intelligent man in regards to marketing and the things that he's been able to do to create the brand that he has. I think that he has a certain type of relationship with Aiden that I've not been around, but it's very evident that it is there. And for that reason, I think there's a win-win there. You know, he does care about the kid, I would assume, because I've seen him care about young men like Luke and take them under his wing, as I do with my guys that follow me around all over the place, that are on my team directly. So I think it's probably a win-win. Aiden has a hell of a large platform, and he's been a very loyal advocate of Andrew, and so that friendship is there. So I think it's a win-win. I think that bring the kid on, show him love, appreciate him, and have time to speak with him about the message that he's going to project out into the world. And it's quite a big platform he has. So I think it's smart and probably the right thing to do. Yeah.
And I think you said show him love. I think the one thing that I've recognized that Tate has done to Aiden Ross is tough love. Yeah. He hasn't been light on this kid. Yeah. He kind of calls him out. And you can see that the kid does want to improve because of his interaction with Tate. Very interesting. You're in jail in Romania, likely innocent, allegedly these crimes. We'll see what happens. I think we can all agree that the matrix and the system is attacking him, and they're pulling up some charges that may or may not be manufactured or not. We'll see if, like, you know, the long arm of the law and justice prevails. But of anyone you can put on your list, you're putting a 22-year-old Twitch kid. Like, just that this is the world we're in right now, is that you could become, I don't even think they even met in person until recently. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, but they've spent plenty of time together.
That's what I'm saying, that like you can, some kid across the world, you can coach and try to improve. Next thing you know, it's a wild situation. And
but it goes back to life after 40, right? Like, what are you going to do when all the hay's in the barn? There's going to be a point you're going to get to where it's like, well, making money doesn't excite me anymore. What can I do? I can give back, you know? And so it's quite fulfilling to help a young man. I can say that personally.
Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't surprise me a bit, and I completely support it in every way.
So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another, or if you want to watch the entire Soscast, click right here.